Alright, should be live. You grab the stream link. And Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you can just do !Discord and it'll pop up. Announcements. New post. Live. And there we go. So that's up. And I guess now we can start. We're just doing some more. Yo, welcome in, Dr. Pepper. We're doing some Mario Maker. I was recommended by my friend to do 2 of his levels. I do 2 levels per viewer level stream, and then if we don't get more submissions, I'm gonna go move on to the BARB levels. We've done 4 out of 57. We'll roll whatever BARB level we get after the first roll of viewer levels, and then people can continue sending in their levels as I play. I hope there's game audio. I don't have game audio personally. I hope you guys do. Yeah, I don't personally have it, but welcome in a crafter. We're gonna start with this. You got locked out of your account? That sucks. Dang, are you able to, like, you can't get it back? Here, let me mod you then, because you're modded on your other account. Add as that guy. There you are. Okay, let's start with "Is That All It Takes" by Gumbo. The quote, "Is that all it takes?" Perfect. You just need to find your phone. Fair enough. Okay. So my friend, I got a Mario Maker for Christmas, and he's been making some pretty good Kaizo levels. We already played 2 of them on stream, and this is the 2nd one. It doesn't seem too bad. Basically, I'm locked out permanently. Until you find your phone, though, right? Because that's all you need. Kind of gaming. Yes. Alright, that's not too bad. I hope you find your phone. Do you know where, like, do you know where your phone is? Because I know you told me you had lost it, but you said you lost it in your house. Oh, that might be, yeah, that was bad. This feels really weird playing without audio. I was fine with it for Undertale, but I don't know if I can do it for Maker. Ah, more 1-ups. Okay. I'm a big fan of the 3 1-ups at the start of levels. I don't do that with my own Kaizo levels, but it is good for... What is that? Excuse me. I was not expecting a Kaizo block. Just got SMM2. Any tips? Any tips? What for, like, level making or playing levels? I have a little around 2,000 hours in the game, and I'm not great. My advice to you is, if you want to get good at the game, play everything. Don't just stick to one style. Make sure you're always messing around with all the blocks, all the enemies, all entities. Just have fun with it, really. But when it comes to making levels, I mean, I make Kaizo levels, which is the style that this is, where it's just basically difficult tricks, is how I'm gonna explain it. Just hard Mario. And, I mean, if you're making difficult Mario levels, I believe in, you know, indicators, can be very important as long as they're not overbearing. Like, as you saw in that last room, there's a Z there, and if you look up there by the on-off block, there's another Z, because whenever I'm up there, my screen doesn't tell me that what's beneath me, so I would have just probably dropped down, but the Z indication you put there means to spin. That's a little Mario tip for you. But no, there's a channel called The Beast, and if you go to his old Super Expert playlist on YouTube, at the beginning of each of them, I believe he gives advice and tips and stuff on, like, Mario Maker for every video. GG, thank you. We're gonna give a quick few minutes to get the world record on this one. Told my friend I'd get all the world records, and if I don't get it here, I'll just get it off stream. Unfortunately, we didn't get the first clear. He's getting too popular. People are playing his levels. I'm like scared of more Kaizo blocks though. I think it might just be the one. Oh, forgot that was a... I'll come back and do this later. Should be the end if I remember correctly. I already forgot. My memory's so bad. Okay, nice. That should be the world record. We'll move on to a second level, and then if you guys have any levels you want to submit, feel free to just put the level code. If you don't know where to find that, it should just be on your level. Like if you go to your level right here, course ID, you just paste that in the chat and I can look your level up. I think, Dr. Pepper, you've been a viewer for a while. I'm pretty sure, I could be thinking of someone else, but I feel like I've played one of your levels before. Change. Okay, shell level. 1-ups, 1-ups, 1-up. Nice. I'll tell you my level codes, but all of my good levels are on the Wii U and 3DS, but in a few months I'll nearly all... Oh! No, I have not. Alright, I wasn't sure. I've seen your name around maybe once or twice before, though. But no, yeah, I never had... Well, I had Mario Maker 1, but the only thing I ever did on it was make, like, really garbage, just troll levels, and play the story mode. I didn't even play other people's levels. But, yeah, that's what I did on there. Mario Maker 2, I've made a bunch of Kaizo levels, but my profile, I think, only has 3 of my old ones. I plan on releasing a Super World sometime soon, and we'll see how that goes. It's pretty difficult. I'm thinking about doing the clear checks on stream. Same. The MM1 had a story mode. The MM1 did have a story mode. It was kind of is a good way to respond to that. I mean, I'm gonna call it a story mode. Basically, it was a series of levels that you beat. I already forgot about the Kaizo one. You'd beat, and you'd unlock more items for you to be like able to place, or like you'd unlock, yeah, items, enemies, stuff like that. I don't know how to get around this. No, so the 10 Mario challenge was like an endless mode, but for the one I have, Mario Maker on the 3DS, I don't know if it's the same for the Wii U, because I didn't have the Wii U one, but the 100 Live Challenge is something different. Those are online levels. There are Nintendo-made levels. That's like a story mode. I can pull up my 3DS and send a photo of it in the Discord sometime later, but it is a thing. Not many people know about it, but if you look up DGR's channel, he actually made a video on playing them, because it isn't... I think it is just 3DS exclusive. Okay. Shell Surf. Any suggestions on where to look for my phone? Have you checked the bathtub? And if not, have you... Well, I guess check there if you haven't. It's probably a good place to start. You should come over, check my house. Then we can hang out. Isn't that gonna be... That's an awesome idea. Definitely not just a ploy to get you over. I don't think you and I have ever hung out in person at Crafter. Can't say you had. The Wii SMM2, or the Wii U SMM was way better. You could literally turn into a Mercedes-Benz. No, yeah, that was something that I didn't know about, because like I said, the 3DS, that you didn't have the amiibo skins. But whenever watching old DGR videos, I was so confused why he was playing as like Hatsune Miku or other just random characters. It was a very... The Wii U Mario Maker was something else, man. That was an interesting decision from Nintendo, that game. You don't really need that platform there, Gumbo, if you could just do this. Gumbo does, I'm pretty sure, watch after the streams, me playing his levels, and the last one I didn't have any critiques on. This one, I mean, it's pretty good. I'm surprised he's doing all these difficult shell tricks. Not to like diss him in any way, but there are a lot of shell jumps back to back. So props to him, he's getting really good. The advice I have for people whenever they want to get good at certain tricks is put those tricks in your levels. That way if you want to upload your level, and you want to do those tricks, you force yourself to learn, and I think that's the best way to do it. I wish mystery mushrooms would come in SMM3. If I could get anything in SMM3, I've been asked this many times before, but the main thing I want from Super Mario Maker 3 is either a Mario Wonder, Mario style, because I think that would be really cool. Maybe not the Wonder Flower. I'm not one of those people that needs the greatest and most extreme add-ons in Mario Maker, but Mario Wonder would be really cool. And then either dolphins or chucks. Both of those enemies from the original SMW, especially dolphins, because I watch a lot of Super Mario World Kaizo, and the way dolphins are used in that are incredible. Okay. Interesting. I should have checked for a Kaizo block. Nice. I wonder if you can cheese this whole thing. We're gonna try. We may not be able to. Okay, I feel like how they should do the Wonder Flower is that instead of having a sub area, the Wonder Flower is the sub area. I think if they added a Wonder Flower, what I'd want it to do is maybe just like change certain properties depending on the style of level or theme, such as we're in the cloud right now, like maybe have it activate the night stuff, you know? How like you can change the night or day themes. Maybe have Wonder Flowers do certain things like that for a timer that can either extend throughout the rest of the level until you beat it, or for a short period of time. You can go over that. I don't know. If they were to do it, I don't see them adding a Wonder Flower, but I would love to see them add Mario Wonder. I think that'd be really cool. A lot of people want a like 3D Mario Maker, and all I can think about are the little Timmies making levels, and that would be awful. I do not want that at all. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I have world record on all these. Yeah, awesome. This one got a lot of likes. Dang. Good job, Gumbo. Doing great. You know what else we're gonna do while we're here? We're gonna steal some world records from him. He's got 3. Nivea 2 by Axe. Fun fact, originally Mario Maker 1 was supposed to be a remake of Paint from the SNES. Is that true? I did not know that was a thing. Reach a goal after defeating one Porcupine. Assuming that's the guy. Okay. If they did, I would be making so many... I think if they were to do a 3D Mario Maker, which I prefer another 2D before we get a 3D Mario Maker, I would love if it was its own game. Like if you put 64 in there, you put Galaxy, Sunshine, Odyssey even, call me crazy, but make it its own game. Don't put that in with Mario Maker 3's 2D, you know? I don't know if I'm able to get this. Let's see. I think it's faster. I don't know what's faster, swimming or falling. Maybe faster to swim along the ceiling, because then I can mash the swim button. It's maybe a world record I can't steal from him, chat. That was a lot slower. Okay. Yeah, I think you can just do this. This might be faster. Yeah, that's faster. Speaking of Galaxy, I found a really cool Galaxy 2 maybe 1 glitch. Like, you discovered it, or you found one online and are doing it? Dang. I'm not able to take it, unfortunately. I know there's some tech. I don't know if it's 3D World or if it's a different one, but at the start of a level, if you press down and then like mash B, you get like super speed when swimming. I don't know if that's still a thing, if that's patched at all, but I remember that was a thing for a little bit. Anyway, I think that's enough stalling. Might be time to move on to the BARB level. Go to the right account. Let me grab the beautiful wheel of BARB. This is what we want. Right here. Alright, chat. Let's get something good, okay? What we do not want a lot of these. A lot of these are really, really hard. So let's get an easy one. Ready? Something good. Something amazing. Huh. Batman Begins. Alright. It's fine with me. We'll go find that. I discovered one, but I don't know if I'm the first one to find it. What do you think of the Age of Imprisonment? I'm not playing it. My younger sister's playing it. Like a lot of these games, I'm playing this, obviously. I'm practicing for a challenge I'm going to be doing on stream pretty soon for 3D World. My youngest sister's playing this one. The sister older than her is playing this game, and I bought these 2 games for stream. So you can expect both of those after we beat Undertale, which might just be tomorrow. We'll find out. Anyway, on to BARB. There he is. We've beaten 4 BARB levels. Let me get up the cool stats. Ready? Oh my gosh, fantastic. You're so impressed. Batman Begins. We've gotten a lot of SMW levels. We've gotten like all his vertical SMW levels, except for that one. Dang, this is an older one. Batman Begins. You never learn to mind your surroundings. This is another SMW level. I'm gonna die if it's vertical. Because that's literally been all of the last levels we've gotten. No way. Hold on. I think it's vertical. Oh my gosh, man. Sorry, yeah, no, that is a great thumbnail. That is the level I'm dreading the most. Okay, interesting. Whee! Just sit here in silence without the game audio. You guys at least have game audio. Ow. Do I want to let him hit that? I don't think I do. I think I want it for the muncher up there. Another yes, it is. How many is that? Because that's been... We got Pitch Black, which was SMW vertical. Then we got Dread, which was SMW vertical. Then we got Tremors, which was SMW vertical. Then we got the Escape from New York, which was 3D World vertical. And now we got Batman Begins, which is another SMW vertical. This is just fantastic. Ow! Okay, interesting. It seems it's not as fast-paced as the other ones. It seems I can kind of take my time where I need to. This starting, like, Thwomp Trick is very similar to a level I made called Marushi Kibu a while back. Man, that's an old level. I actually had, at one point, all 100 of my uploaded levels, like, slots filled, But now, like I said earlier, I only have 3. I took them all down in hopes that this next super world will kind of not pop off, but maybe be enjoyed better than my other levels. I'm really putting in work for this one. It's still going to be garbage Kaizo, but I think it'll be fun. I hope it's fun, at least. Quick question, have you gotten your license yet? I will actually DM you more information about that later. Actually, I think it's fine. My parents were like, would you mind holding off on getting your license? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I think I'm actually just going to get it whenever I get a truck, because there's no point in me getting a license without a vehicle. So I'll just get it another time. Crafter, I like you added story info from the latest 2 Hyrule Warriors. The gameplay is all Dynasty Warriors, which I play on PS2. I have not played any. I know those are, what are they called, like hack and slash games? I could be completely wrong on this, but I've never played any of them. I played, well, that's kind of a lie. I played the first Zelda hack and slash they released for the Switch 1, but I don't remember fully caring for it. Then again, I've tried so many times to become a big Zelda fan, and it's unfortunately just not a genre for me. I love the lore, but the games themselves, maybe Wind Waker. Wind Waker's peak, but not for me. You guys ever played Wind Waker? Any Wind Waker fans? Actually, better question, what are y'all's favorite Zelda games? Because I feel like there's a lot of good ones. Link to the Past, it is an older one. I think it is the first one, now that I'm thinking about it. But that's one of my favorites. I like Link to the Past a lot. Aww, soft lock? What the heck? Well, only BARB can get away with putting a soft lock in the level. It's crazy. Feels kind of illegal. This level itself is not too bad as of right now. The beginning part, at least. We have only been on it. I didn't check the stream time beforehand, and I lost my timer in my files somewhere. And I'm very much too lazy to go get another timer, so I don't know how long we've been on it. We're gonna say we've been on it for 5 minutes. I'm a pretty decent Zelda fan, and while some I dislike, but I do like the series, yeah. I know one that my friend has really recommended me to play is Twilight Princess. I've never fully beaten it, but I've attempted it a long time ago. Maybe like we're gonna say 3 years ago I played it. 2 or 3, I don't know, it was recent. But I didn't get into it, and my friend was telling me that I just gotta play it for a little bit longer, and he's convinced that I will like the ending. So maybe that'll be a future stream idea if you guys care to see me do that. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, the one I hate. I mean, I finished replaying Breath of the Wild, and I'm about to go back. I'm about to start, I'm not going to stream it, I don't think, unless you guys would care to see that. Maybe I could stream Tears of the Kingdom, because I didn't get very far. I beat the main storyline and wanted to 100% it, and then kind of just got bored. Maybe I'll go back. If that's something you want, you can recommend it in the stream recommendations in the Discord, and I'll look into it. Do these pipes work? They do work. Okay, it's a little disrespectful, BARB. I actually really enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom. I have not heard a single person who hasn't. Now, if I think about it, everyone's telling me how good of a sequel it was, and I don't know. I must have been in some weird mindset, because whenever I played it when it came out, I did not care. And I don't know. I really want to go back with a fresh and more open mind and kind of give it another chance. I feel like that's something I should do. Now I will say the post-game is a little lacking, but still enjoyed it. Yeah, I loved Breath of the Wild 100%. Was one of my favorite 100% completions. And as far as the shrines go, I sped ran the all 120 shrines, and it was a fun speedrun. I loved the speedrun of that. But I feel like the shrines that I played in Tears of the Kingdom, they just weren't as good, and the shrines are like my favorite thing of the last game. But I don't know. Like I said, I'll go into it with a fresher mindset now. This is a really, I'm gonna be honest, annoying POW trick right here. I need to find a more consistent way to grab it. Let me figure it out. If I go at it with full speed and then stop when I grab it, I get stuck there. So I like have to inch up to it and then run and then stop, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little weird, but I mean, we know how to do it. The world record is 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I don't think this is gonna take 1 minute 30 seconds to climb this entire tower. So maybe there's a checkpoint, maybe there's 2 checkpoints. We're gonna hope there's at least one. The 2 checkpoint BARB level, normally the way BARB does it is the easier the level, the more checkpoints. The harder the level, the less checkpoints. Just because he likes to put it all in one section and get it over with. Man. This POW trick. Well, I think a lot of people were wanting it to be up there with Breath of the Wild, and to be honest, I've realized a lot of those people ended up disliking the game. I was one of those people. I wanted it to be just as good as Breath of the Wild. I didn't want, or maybe even better, since the expectations of how long it was in the making for, everything everyone wanted from it, and I was expecting a good amount. I think I was expecting too much from the game. But I don't know, after just freshly replaying all of Breath of the Wild, I think I can now go in with the mindset, instead of comparing and waiting for a better version of the game, maybe just an as good experience, or if not close, you know? Ow. Very awkward beginning. I hope it kind of starts flowing better after that muncher part, or shell part. Ugh. When I played it, I just played through when I played it, thought of it as a game and ended up enjoying the game. Yeah, that's fair. The problem with that is that Breath of the Wild was so different than anything Nintendo was making, and that's what made it so good. Yeah, I would say Breath of the Wild was... Honestly, would you consider Breath of the Wild a revolutionary game for Nintendo? I feel like I could see a good argument for that being made, and I would be one to stand behind it. Because I can't think of too many games that really rivaled Breath of the Wild like Breath of the Wild did, you know? Or did as much as it did whenever it came out. Man. Yes, yeah, I figured. I don't know what other revolutionary Nintendo games there'd be. I mean, a lot of the early ones, but I mean, like, later, around Wii U time. It was one of the really great sellers of the Wii U. I think besides that, Mario Maker 1, I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario 3D World. Now, I know not a lot of people like 3D World, but I love 3D World. It's one of my favorite Mario games. Splatoon. I was never a Splatoon guy, as far as like the sequels, but I really did like Splatoon 1. Splatoon 1 was a very good game. It was very, not super unique, but I don't know, I enjoyed it. 3D World's great, I agree, I love 3D World, but it's one of the more disliked 3D Mario games, which is very sad. I don't know. I feel like Nintendo hasn't really made a bad 3D Mario, because that's like its main line, and no one wants a disappointing mainline game. Never played any of them, but I wanted to try. Try with, I know a lot of people's favorite is Splatoon 3, but I really like Splatoon 1, and I haven't played the sequels, so I think I own Splatoon 3, I just haven't played it. again, more free stream ideas I'm coming up with. I'm just like a content machine. My brain constantly thinking of more video ideas. I'm so good at this hobby. Except whenever I can't beat levels, man. Struggling right now. I don't think we rolled a difficult one. I think I'm just not doing well. Also, if the audio is loud at all or annoyingly obnoxious, just let me know. Like I said, I can't hear it. I wonder if you can one-cycle that. Gosh dang it. Well, they have made forgettable 3D games. Remember 3D Land and DS64? I'm gonna tell you, I beat all of DS64 before playing the actual 64. Because I thought DS64 was regular 64, but apparently it wasn't. I don't think that's a feat a lot of other people can relate to. That's a rough little jump right there. But it seems like, I don't know. I want to say it looks like it's speeding up after that point, but that could just be copium. 3D Land was forgettable, but I really like a lot of what 3D World tried to do, or 3D Land. I was a big fan of 3D Land. We got a viewer level. Interesting. And viewer level got eradicated. Guys, I need a timeout, Nightbot. Remove a standard moderator. There we go. Nightbot is now just a guy. He's not a moderator. Thank you. I appreciate that. Getting it back. 9B X M. Watch this be like Divine Garden. H Q P F. I will not be beating every viewer level, but I will be giving all of them a good old college try. Yes, welcome in, Malter Mahler. Boden unter den Füßen weg by Malte R. How's my German, chat? I think that was pretty good. Some say I'm a revolutionary, soon to be German. Ooh, okay, interesting. How do I want to propose this? Can I do this? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I will say I have more fun playing in 64 on my 3DS than on the Switch. Fair enough. I mean, I think I prefer the 3DS because you can play as Wario, and that's a selling point to me. I think every mainline Nintendo game from now on you should be able to play as Wario, because that was such a good addition to the N64 DS. But that's just my opinion, my take. This is a tricky beginning. Just looking for dev routes, not trying to be disrespectful. Just always gotta look. Oh, ooh, that kind of just worked out in my favor. Really hoping those bullets don't screw me over. I'm trusting you. Okay, we trust. Fascinate block, I don't know where it's going. Not fully indicated, or indicated at all. Am I good to just stand on that donut? I think so. Easiest level of my life. Welcome in, Crossy. Good viewer level. It was a little tricky, but I think that was what, less than 5 attempts? I take that as a win. Fast world record. I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, Crossy, feel free to add in a viewer level. Everyone can put in up to 2 codes per viewer, and yeah, whilst that happens, I will be playing a BARB level that I have not liked, that I've played. The goal is to beat this level and then in stream, but we'll see how that goes. May not happen. We are not really gaming on this level as of right now. We're more just warming up the hands, you know? We're getting ready. Because if I were to beat BARB levels as quickly as I could, then I would just have no content. So that's the whole reason I take so long. I gotta get the content. Because who wants to see me beat a level easily, right? People want to see me struggle and suffer. That's what the people want, and that's what I give. I'm a man of the people. I do play the original ROM of 64 because there's a port for modded 3DSs. Interesting. I kind of stopped messing around with like ROMs and stuff besides SMW. I make a little bit of ROM hack shenanigans with that. But besides that, I don't mess around with it too much. I want to release a Super Mario World Kaizo hack. I just am not talented enough to make an entire one. So, I don't know. I more just mess around and make levels for friends. That part's scary. I don't know about that part. I don't fully like it, but I don't hate it. Okay, first time making it past that, and we... Progress. Progress is all that matters, right, chat? It's all that matters. We can do it again. We'll make it back. Ah. Scary. You can definitely one cycle that if you're a gamer. Aw, why you gotta put in a cloud, man? I hate clouds. They suck. It seems like this is another one of those levels that he just, you know, he doesn't really follow a theme, so hopefully we don't see clouds too often. If that is hopefully like the only point, you know? Nice gaming chair, thank you. I appreciate it. This one's actually, it's pretty good, but it is deteriorating a lot, and I just figured I kind of want to buy a new one. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get a new one, and you guys can name it. Does that excite you guys at all? You want to name my new chair? The part always, I never know if I'm going to die or not. Can I have your old one if you buy a new one? You're like the 4th person to ask, but you're probably the most likely that I'll say yes to. So, we'll see what happens when I get a new one. You know, I wish I could beat this level in the amount of attempts that last level took me. That'd be pretty cool. Or actually, no, I don't, because I want the content. Never mind. I just contradicted myself right there. Someone else wants it, they can have it. I don't know. They don't sit and watch my streams like you do, Crafter. You deserve it, is what I'm saying. Still have a semi-working chair. I feel like a lot of chairs are semi-working. Get an off-white one so we can call it the porcelain throne. Oh. That's a very interesting name, David. I'll have to put that one in the consideration bucket. and never ever consider it again. So thank you for the recommendation though. It's very appreciated. No, yeah, this one's fine. It's not too bad. It's just like the seat is a little scratched, which isn't a problem. But I mean, I've had it for like 8 years, so time to get something new. Boing. Yeah. Is that out of context clip? No, your call? I mean, I don't think it's out of context. It was pretty in context. I feel like if I'm just responding to a pretty in context chat message, I mean, that wouldn't be out of context. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make that or not. This level's a lot of like going and slowing down, or at least there's 2 instances of that. So, not my favorite thing in Kaizo. I'd rather just one or the other. But I mean, I'll do it anyway. Eventually we're gonna get through all these. The goal is to beat all 57 before the end of the year, but even more before the end of summer. Because summer I can stream a lot more. Like I did last summer where I was streaming like 4 or 5 times a week. Wow, the Goombas were differently spawned there. That was weird. Okay, so he goes on that one, and then the 1, 2, or 1 right of the other pit. Okay, we're learning. The cloud part doesn't seem too bad, because it seems like the spike tops stay pretty consistent on where they're put. Gosh dang it! That part keeps screwing me over. The voices you made in Undertale, however, is an out of context clip for sure. Oh, for sure. Chad is using advanced technique called lying. He will be too busy with work to stream. No. Not at all. Because I work during the day, and I stream in the evenings and afternoons. So, like, I mean, evenings are like night, you know? So it'll be fine. I can totally stream a bunch in the summer. Think about it, chat. Have I ever lied to you? I mean, beside, like, excluding a crafter specifically, and the time I talked about Portal 3, and how I said I'd beat Undertale, like, a year ago, and all the other stream ideas that I've been promising. Besides those things, chat, have I ever lied to you? I don't feel like I have. I'm a pretty honest person. You trust me. If not, I don't know why you're here. Why would you watch someone you can't trust? That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. You should subscribe and stick around, because I hear that all your problems go away by watching me. That's a scientific fact. From someone who doesn't lie, a scientific fact for free is pretty crazy. Don't worry, I will charge for the next one. Why'd it slow down? Okay. So, wait more there. Got it. Quick question, do you also work on dryers? I don't think so. Saying that Fifth Element is a bad movie is a lie? No, I feel like that's a pretty honest moment of myself. Fifth Element is a... When was the last time you watched Fifth Element? Because if it was like 10 years ago, before you come to me being like, yo, Fifth Element is actually pretty good, you gotta rewatch it, because I watched it recently, like a month ago. And I would have rather watched anything else. That was not a good movie by any means. Like, is it trying to be a comedy? Is it trying to be an action movie? And not like in a good way, to where it's like, wow, it's all these incredible genres. No, it's all those genres, but it doesn't know how to be incredible. It's not even mediocre, it's just bad. It's pretty boring, to be honest. There's some interesting and fun characters, but none of which that you can revolve a movie around, you know? I actually had a discussion with someone about this, I think Sunday, which was yesterday. So no, Saturday. I had a conversation about this movie like 2 days ago, and they were on the hill, and they were dying there. They were like, yo, this movie's fantastic. They had like a bunch of like Fifth Element like merch and toys, and I'm like, wow, you wasted money on a very bad movie's merchandise. I'm so sorry. And that's me being honest. Quick question. You going to play Deltarune after Undertale? Yes, but not immediately after. I decided after Undertale, for the full game playthroughs, we're going to be doing a game called A Short Hike. I looked it up. It takes on average 1 hour to beat and like 2 hours to 100%. So we're going to be doing that in like one stream. And then we're going to have the Discord people vote on the next game I play, and I'll give a few options. Because I got a few new games, and you guys gotta pick between them. I think that's what we'll do after Undertale. And then eventually after A Short Hike and after the next game, then I'll throw in Deltarune in the voting pool. I don't see there to be a reason for me to pick the next game, just make you guys choose what you want to watch. Either Subnautica or Deltarune. Deltarune will not be in the next voting pool, just because I did just play Undertale, but Subnautica will be. And if that's your vote, very cool. I'm trying not to give my opinion on what I want to play, because I don't care what I play, really. I mean, I get to choose the options, you guys just get to select between them. I'm not going to put in a game that I don't want to play. Not yet, at least. I mean, there's a few games I have in mind that you guys have talked about, but we'll save those for the future. Like when I retire. And then I'll definitely play them off stream and just not show you guys. And since I'm so honest, you'll all believe that I did it. And it's perfect. It all works out in my favor. I'm like barely pressing that. I think I just have running speed or something. Bonk. That was a very close run with that shell. Okay, I will say Undertale Yellow is definitely a game you should play on stream. Undertale Yellow, is that a official game? Is that a mod? What is that? Is that like another game mode of Undertale? Ow. Because I gotta do, after Undertale, yeah, fan games don't really intrigue me. I kind of just want to stick with mainline, like, real games. Indie games are fine, but, like, non-official licensed games aren't something I really care for, you know? I don't want to get into it, because I don't want to, like, mess with some stuff and get in trouble by game companies. I'm sure it'd be fine if I streamed it, but I just don't like the risk. It's such a well-made game, it's basically a prequel. Maybe it's something you can scream at me about, and I will take more consideration and probably look into. If I were to do that, would I want to play that pre-Deltarune or post-Deltarune? Ow. No, you're fine. Yeah. No, I mean, I'd be interested if it's something that you swear is fantastic and worth my time. I mean, I see no issue playing it, as long as it's all right for me to play, you know? Whee! I really want to know what's past this cloud part up here. I keep throwing instead of dropping it. Either works. Deltarune is a different universe than Undertale. Oh, I thought... Huh. I really thought Deltarune was a sequel. Interesting. It just shows how much I know about the game. Yeah, we weren't making that. That's such a tough little jump right there. This is a very precise level. I hope it starts opening up more. It seems it does up at the top. It just kind of sucks that I have to go through all this each time to get to it. Because, like, that trick is not fun. And this is kind of just waiting. And then I don't get my down input. I'm contemplating whether I want to tier list the BARB levels, either on difficulty or my own personal enjoyment with them. And if I were to do, you know, tier list them on that second idea, this would probably be one of the lower ones. It's a spiritual successor. I'm gonna let you know, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for me to expect in a game, you know? I feel a good attempt. It's maybe gonna be this one, or maybe one of the next ones. It'll be soon. Not that one. Good attempt, please. I would like one. Pass the cloud. That spike top part up there, though. I didn't talk about it too much, but that second spike top, you gotta ride all with small bounces, which may be easier than it looks once I learn how to do it, but I don't know if I've ever done it before, so it could be pretty tricky. It has the same gameplay mechanics with new ones, but it's the same, but it isn't the same storyline as Undertale. Okay. I figured it wasn't the same storyline, of course. Gosh, man. I thought BARB didn't like spikes. Why are there so many spikes in this level? But it, like, doesn't add on to any of the story or universe or Undertale. Interesting. I guess I don't know. I guess I'll just go into it whenever and not know what to expect. I don't know. I kind of like a game like that. Like Subnautica, I haven't seen any sort of the lore or anything, so I don't know the story of it. I've just seen bits and pieces of gameplay, so I have no idea what happens in that game. I just know you're on like on a water planet, and you have like a little house or something, and you're just trying to like swim with the fish. And that's all I need. I'm sold already. That might just be better lore than Hollow Knight. For those of you who don't know, I hate Hollow Knight. It's actually one of my least favorite games. I didn't know! No, I didn't see it! Oh. Oh, gosh dang it. That's cool. That's very cool. Ugh. You actually dislike Hollow Knight? Yes, a crafter. I hate Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight might just be one of, if not the worst games I've ever played. I hate that game. I don't ever want to support it. I don't ever want to play it again. I don't ever want to talk about it. So whenever I go and do my future challenges that I have planned for it, I don't want to talk about those. I'm going to be completely quiet when streaming that garbage of a game. Silk Song, on the other hand, now that's cinema right there. Silk Song is peak. So many new viewers, I can just rage bait. You're making a lot of shorts, or at least you have a lot of ideas for shorts, and all I'm seeing are my Silk Song boss reviews. I thought about doing the Act 2 and all that stuff, like boss reviews, but Then I started scrolling YouTube Shorts and realized that whenever Skong came out, everyone was making boss breakdowns, and I'm like, oh, perfect, I don't need to do this. Because I wasn't doing it for like my own enjoyment. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I was more doing it for the people, so they could, you know, learn and experience and progress through the game like I got to. But, I mean, hey, other people were doing it, and I was like, oh, cool, I don't need to do this anymore. That's what my intention was. You have to give me editor access on this account? Oh yeah, I will. Don't worry. Ah, man. We really get a good attempt after that little shell run right there. Oh my gosh, man. Stop. Why are you like this? I feel another good attempt. It might be this one, honestly. I get to decide. I'm not mad about it. It was fine. But the problem is we're playing as Mario. We gotta switch things up. What is your favorite food? I believe, again, this is a question I've been asked before, and we actually went on a very big rant about this one. But sandwiches. It's a very, I feel like, cop-out take, but it is an honest take. I love just a plain, you know, 3 meat, cheese, bread, no sauce, no pickles, no nothing sandwich. That's the kind of person I am. I feel like there was someone that was asked this before on stream. I watched a streamer be asked the same question, and they answered soup. I think we can all agree sandwiches is a fine answer, but soup? Now that's too unspecific, you know? Like, pizza's fine. I don't think you gotta be like pepperoni pizza. But I don't know, I feel like sandwiches is just, like, I mean, I explained what I put on my sandwich. I know there's different kinds of sandwiches, but they all taste the same to me. Kind of sandwich? Like I said, they all kind of taste the same. I don't even think I can name 5 different kinds of sandwiches. Is that bad? Let's see. There's the grilled cheese. Is that a sandwich? I feel like that's a sandwich. Grilled cheese. Sub. BLT. Reuben, like the alien from Lilo and Stitch. And I have no idea. I can't. Part of me wants to say footlong, but I feel like that's just a made-up name for a sandwich. I feel like a footlong is just a sub, right? It's just a big sub. Are there 5 different kinds of sandwiches? I don't know, I'm having like an existential crisis right now. I feel like I just, you know, forgot the name of one of my children. I can't figure it out. Subway is one of your favorites? No, I hate Subway. Subway is disgusting. Not a Subway guy. I am a Jersey Mike's guy. When it comes to sandwich shops, Jersey Mike's. PB&J? That is a sandwich, true. Club. I said BLT. Club sandwich is a thing. Barbecue? Is a barbecue... Okay. Barbecue sandwich is a sandwich. I feel like that shouldn't count. Or I'm more mad that it does count and I didn't think about it, so that's why I'm not gonna count it. So sorry. Chicken sandwich. That could just be a barbecue sandwich. That could just be, you can put chicken on a lot of sandwiches and call it a chicken sandwich. You put chicken on a PB&J, you could call it a chicken sandwich. with peanut butter and jelly as the sauce. That, I don't know. Chicken sandwich. I don't know if I count that one. Ice cream sandwich. You know what? If we're counting barbecue sandwiches, I'm gonna count an ice cream sandwich. That's. I feel like those could work together. Big tuna from Jersey Mike's is my favorite from that store. Or big Tahuna. Oh, I've never had that one. I've always gotten the Italian Mike's Way. I will come back to this stream to make sure I get that. Speech to text is messing everything up. No worries. Watching my stream and driving. I think that's honestly recommended, actually. Because my stream is so unentertaining, you actually pay more attention to the road. So, good strategy. That's how I should advertise myself. Maybe even put it on a billboard and people won't be distracted, you know? Fried chicken sandwich. That's just a chicken sandwich. That doesn't count. It does sound safe. I mean, that's why I don't have my license yet, because if I did, I would just be watching my streams while driving. I would be streaming while driving, actually. I'd have me in the driver's seat, I'd have my monitor in the passenger seat, and I'd just be streaming more Mario Maker. That's all I do. Just drive around Texas. It has 2 layers of bread, a chicken sandwich versus fried chicken sandwich. The difference is the bread count? Oh, I guess so. A crafter, you don't need to ask. You can clip whatever you want. This is America. You can do whatever you want here. You're a free man. Bonk. Oh my gosh, man. I really hope the beginning of this level is not like the rest of the level, but as I keep inching my way to the top, it seems that is not the case. Grab the pow! Lamb curry between 2 pieces of naan bread. Okay, let me pose you this. Hot dog. It's 2 pieces of bread. Sandwich? Question mark? What do we think? I feel like we're counting 2 different styles of chicken sandwich. Hot dog sandwich. There you go. Hot take of the day. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I am on the hill that a hot dog is a sandwich. Now, is cereal a soup? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's ridiculous. That's blasphemy. I don't think anyone would ever need to say or believe that in all genuine truth. I think that's just diabolical. I will say hot dog is not, and that's where you and I are to disagree, a crafter. I don't know. Hot dog and sandwich. There is no difference. Well, they have sandwich in the name. Hot dog doesn't. Okay, but BLT doesn't have sandwich in the name. Is that not a sandwich? Grilled cheese. It's not a sandwich. There's no sandwich there. That's the argument you're making. But grilled chicken sandwich. I mean, I could call it a hot dog sandwich and it would have the same meaning as grilled chicken sandwich, you know? I feel like you're defining a word while using that word. That doesn't count. Oh man, that's gonna be in the YouTube video. What am I looking at? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking at, man. True, but it has 2 slices of bread. Okay, now this is where the argument gets interesting. How many pieces of bread are on a hot dog? Because it looks to me like it's just one. I mean, a loaf of bread, I mean, that's just one big piece of bread until you cut it. A hot dog bun is one smaller piece of bread until you cut it. Then it's, you know, 2 pieces of bread. What if it's just if your argument is just one piece of bread, what happens when the bottom of the hot dog rips? Then you're presented two. Does it turn into a sandwich? Are you eating a hot dog and then it turns into a hot dog sandwich if the bottom breaks? I don't feel like that's fair. Why is it only going to be a sandwich sometimes? Why can't it be a sandwich all the time? That's my argument. There was a lawsuit for a restaurant as to whether a taco was considered a sandwich or not. I don't remember the outcome of that. Oh, man. I think since I'm arguing in defense of hot dog sandwich, I feel like I have to also agree taco is sandwich. But I don't want to be that guy, you know? Because then if taco's a sandwich, I mean, then burrito's a sandwich? No, that's ridiculous. Taco, that's tortilla. That's like a chip. That doesn't count. That's not a... No, I'm putting my foot down on this. I'm not gonna squabble around it. I'm gonna say it. Taco is not a sandwich. Hot dog is a sandwich. Easy as that. I will be the new Matt Pat. Food theory, more like food fact. Food truth. I'm the most honest guy on this platform. Ask anyone but my mods. It's just what it is. What about hamburgers? Ooh. Are hamburgers a type of sandwich? Then fourth, would a sandwich be a type of hamburger? No, because a hamburger needs to have that fried ham in the middle, but a hot dog needs to have a hamburger sandwich? Sandwich hamburger. I mean, I feel like I'm more inclined to say a burger is a style of sandwich rather than a sandwich is a style of burger. So yeah, I think sandwich is the just top category and burger falls underneath it. Burger is just a different kind of sandwich. That feels weird to say, but I think it's more appropriate to say that a burger is a sandwich than a taco. Taco being a sandwich, that's just ridiculous. I don't want to hear that again. Gosh, man, that part's hard. The Goombas don't always line up. I guess we should probably come up with a definition for sandwich. Oh, euros? Are they called gyro? 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 Euros? I think they're euros. Wait. Gyro? I don't know. Whatever they are, I don't know how to say it, but they're delicious. You don't even need to talk about them whenever you're eating them, right? Because your mouth is going to be full of that. It's amazing. Those are a sandwich. Definitely. I haven't had too many of them, but the ones I have had, we have like some specialty gyro places where I live, so I've had them a few times, and they're pretty good. Big recommend if you haven't tried it. An item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. Is that like a Google definition? Because I don't feel like a hot dog isn't inherently a sandwich. Hot dog isn't. How come? If your definition of a hot dog is an item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as light, you could, yeah, easily, definitely, 100%. Because what about that doesn't make any sense? I mean, 2 pieces of bread, we already established the bread thing, whether it be 1 or 2, maybe even 3, or an infinite amount of bread is what holds up a hot dog. Obviously, you eat a hot dog with hot dog meat, and if it has to be meat and cheese, I mean, what if your sandwich is just a veggie sandwich? Does that not count as, you know, a sandwich? Is that just bread and veggies? What would you call that? I would say that's a sandwich. I'm kind of a sandwich expert right now. I haven't been my whole life, but ever since this conversation, you know, started, I kind of made myself one. And I'm dying on the hill that I don't think all sandwiches need to follow a criteria of ingredients. I think they just need to appear sandwich-like, which would be, you know, bread, and then, you know, filling. That's 2 pieces of bread, maybe, I feel like is a good argument, or like good statement. I said inherently, you're basically saying if you slap bread on top of pizza, it's a sandwich. See, but the thing about that is, pizza is an entirely different food. Like, I don't think I could just pour a bowl of cereal, put the bowl of cereal between 2 giant pieces of pizza, which is part bread, and call that a sandwich. You know, I feel like it has to be its own thing. If you can look in there and be like, that is a pizza, that's not a sandwich. You know? But if you look in there and be like, that's a piece of turkey, that's a sandwich. No one's gonna be like, oh man, you have a piece of pizza in your sandwich. Well, pizza's probably one of the better counter arguments for this, because people do actually say piece of pizza. You know what? Screw it. What if I want a piece of pizza inside my sandwich? What if? What are you gonna do to stop me? I can make a pizza sandwich. You made a valid point. Yes, I can make a pizza inside my sandwich, and it's perfectly fine. So if a gyro is a sandwich, then a taco is a sandwich. Same thing, just different country of origin. Except a taco is like tortilla. Ooh, wait. Huh, that's actually a valid point. Then now I need to go back on that. Do I want to keep, you know what, I'm gonna keep gyro. I'll stand my ground. Gyro's a sandwich, but I feel like when it comes down to morals, I'm a very moral person. I think it is just not right for any person to go around being like, this is my taco, it's my favorite kind of sandwich, you know? I just feel like it's not allowed. It doesn't feel morally valid in any way. It just hurts the person saying it and the people around them. It's not good for society. It's not good for the planet. I think it actually causes pollution by stating that as a fact. So I'm never gonna do it. That's my argument to why I'm so good. Man, it's hard being so humble. I got a weird bounce off that. But I said inherently, so meaning without alteration. Inherently, basically, you're saying if you slap bread on top of pizza, well, that depends. Because, I mean, actually, no, yeah, still, I agree. If you don't have bread underneath it, it's just the bottom piece of bread is bread, and you have like cheese and pepperoni, and as long as your bread is, you know, on top fairly evenly, I mean, it doesn't have to look even, but preferably for the presentation, I mean, yeah, pizza could become half a sandwich. I feel like that's fine. Pizza's a weird one, but I think we can cover that one pretty easily. How long have we been talking about sandwiches? It's been like, I've been on this level for maybe 45 minutes. We've talked about sandwiches for quite a bit of time, now that I think about it. Okay. This whole YouTube video is just going to be about sandwiches. And hot dog. What about Google definition? I think hot dog is a sandwich, yeah. That was like the first thing I covered. I'm pretty sure. I keep throwing it, man. It's like I do great whenever I have sandwiches on the mind. Maybe if I beat this level, I will tell myself I'll get a sandwich. That should give me a pretty good attempt. How long have I been live? An hour, 15 minutes? We made like no progress on this level, but we did beat 4 other levels today. Just from viewers, so not too bad a day. I don't know why I'm struggling with this one so much, man. It is just more of an awkward level, I think. Gotta go, but next time we are in person, we're getting sandwiches. Heck yeah. I will see you for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do a pretty long Undertale stream. Today I don't have much time, so I might end stream early. And maybe we'll roll this level another day. But yeah, so far not the biggest fan of this level. It's alright. It is just, maybe it's just me not being good. Ugh, yeah. We'll give it a few more attempts. Also, what about the level I sent you last SMM2 stream? Level viewer, I looked it up before the stream. Level viewer does not have it. I don't know how long it takes for it to be put and registered in the level viewer. I know Panka, as a big streamer, got his put in the level viewer basically as soon as they get added, but I think they're manually added by people, so you just gotta wait. And then whenever it's out, I'll give world record. Okay, good attempt, please. I don't know what to do. Okay, so we grab the shell, jump left around the thwomp, and do a shell surf. Nice, thank you. I appreciate it. This is a very, very weird level. It's all about like just going and then stopping. See you later. We'll try and get some more good attempts for a few more minutes before I have to go. Because I hate to end it here. We haven't done too much on this level, but it's not working for me right now. Sometimes, and I've told this to a lot of people who play Maker, whenever you're struggling with something, taking a break from it and then coming back to it, you can make some of the best progress. Just giving your mind and hands a break. And I honestly might need to do that. I haven't been paying attention to the timer, so I don't even know how far I've been getting into the section, world record wise. Nah, I wasn't sure if that would work. I want to make it there just once more. Just once more is all I need, and I'll be satisfied. We keep doing that. We keep over-jumping it. I think that's just because I am rushing there. Although I don't want to wait, I think just for the sake of keeping an attempt past this PAL part, it might be worth it. Because that... I mean, we're getting more consistent at it. We're hitting it like 4 out of 5 times. But yeah, this part will just sit. We won't immediately go. That is the new biggest thing that's killing me. Because I need to run fast enough to where I can trigger the guy to the right of me, but then do a little bit of a turn back to where I can cut my momentum enough. It's just a little tricky. Gonna try and lock in on this attempt in the next. See if we can get something done. Yeah, I clipped the corner of that stone block. Okay, this will be my last attempt. See how it goes. Ah, that can't be my last. We'll make it the last once I pass that PAL part. How about that, chat? This was a good stream, though. I'm really glad I'm being able to get back into it. And I feel like I've been getting back into it for a month now, but I've only been streaming, I think in the past month, like less than 7 times. So, planning to bump those numbers up a fair amount in this new year. Okay, that's a interesting setup. I think I have one of those in my own level, so I may just practice that after stream, that trick right there, and then I have no idea what comes after, but I guess we'll find out another day. Anyway, it was so much fun seeing all of you. I appreciate you all sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.